Hey Aquarius, happy birthday to you February Aquarians, and thank you so much for tuning in to your Written in the Stars 5-minute forecast, a brief but power-packed horoscope for your month to tell you what to look out for and what to really capitalize upon to make it the best February that you've had. So this is going to be a really exciting month, Aquarius, because we have a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse happening this month. And eclipse energy is incredibly powerful, and astrologically it reverberates through your chart and through your life for 6 months after the date of. So the choices that you make and plans that you decide to make during this month, they really have long-reaching consequences for better and for worse. So really get clear about what you want and start putting it into practice. Okay, so let's come over here to my extremely scientifically accurate, mathematically proper chart, and I will be the Vanna White of astrology for you. Okay, so the first really exciting thing happening for you this month, Aquarius, is that Venus joins Mars and your ruler, revolutionary Uranus, in your house of communications. So you could get a message from somebody who you're around on a daily basis or whom you're very close to. This house rules siblings and coworkers. So someone like that could give you a message that kind of inspires you to get out into the world, to learn more, to do more, to get a little bigger and be a little more exploratory. You could really also run into some really interesting people as a result, like just going about your daily errands. You could run into somebody who just like really takes you by surprise by the way that they're very interesting. They think about neat things. I mean, Uranian people are like you, Aquarius. They're people who kind of pop up out of nowhere with these really interesting or inspiring or just straight up bizarre stories that can really take you places. So don't be surprised if you're having like a regular old day and then you run into somebody on the bus or like in a line at the coffee shop and they just drop some random wisdom on you that is just like mind blown. Okay, so the other thing is, on the 8th, Mercury joins the sun in your first house, and the spotlight is on you, Aquarius, and that is like nothing to sneeze at. This is a really good time to think about the way you look, to think about the way you present yourself. This house rules not just your physical looks, but your personality. The way, like, do you put your best foot forward? Are you branding yourself, like we could say it that way, in the most effective way? This is a great time for like a haircut, to shop for new clothes, or even to decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to take up this new exercise regimen, or I'm going to start a new skincare regimen. Just anything that is kind of like, I'm going to worry a little bit more and care a little bit more about myself and the way that I appear to other people. Because it's going to be really important. It's kind of like you want to go out to the grocery store dressed your best because you're never sure who you're going to run into, and you could run into somebody, again, that could have more of an effect than you're expecting and become more important than they initially appear. Okay, so this is also, okay, well, let's get into this eclipse because this is super exciting. On the 11th of February, you have the lunar eclipse in your 7th house, your house of partnerships. So yes, that's your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, but it's also your partners in other ways. We have business partners, creative partners, and even one-on-one relationships like the counselor and the patient. So all of those one-on-one interactions really get the spotlight, and it's like, your needs really need to remain in focus even as you're bringing the needs of other people into the top of your mind. There's a way to handle your relationships better is basically what your astrology is saying. Have you given too much? Have you taken too much? Is there a balance? Is there a balance between you and the people that you love? Do your partnerships feel strong? Do some of them need work? When you think about the ones that need work, what do they need? Do they need an injection of more pleasure? Do they need more structure? Do you need more space? What is it that you need? Now is the time to think about it because things are really becoming illuminated in that sector for you so you can feel better about them. Okay, so it's a great time to transform your relationships, and this is going to be an especially beneficial transformation if it springs from finding happiness in yourself, which is why they're talking about really focusing on you and enhancing yourself, enhancing your looks, enhancing the way you feel about yourself. And in doing so, the ripple effect is going to bring good things and positive energy into your partnerships and improve those just by nature of you giving 100% of yourself to yourself. You're going to be a better partner. Okay, so Oh, here's some magical money stuff. This is the kind of stuff I love to talk about. Okay, so on the 19th, the sun moves into your second house, your house of money and values. And a week later, on the 26th, Mercury follows the sun in there, putting even more of a spotlight. And they both join Neptune, who like moves really slowly. So he's been there for months and months and months, and he'll continue to be there for months and months. But the solar eclipse is really putting the focus on your money, your self-worth, and your net worth. Like, how do you invest in yourself, or do you invest in yourself enough, Aquarius? Like, now is the time to think, like, what makes me happy? What do I value? What makes me feel good, and what makes me feel secure? Is it having a certain amount of money in the bank? Is it having a certain luxury to the items that you use? Is it being able to have whatever subscription service you decide without feeling like a pinch in your money? Or for those of you who are a little more Spartan, is it just like, I paid my bills? This is awesome. You know, like I value my free time more than I value money. Values can be anything. It doesn't mean that all Aquarians need to start making more money. It's like you just need to feel better about the amount that you make and feel valuable and valued. That's what's going to become really important to you. And again, this is a 6-month-long energy, so it's like, maybe you need a job that makes you feel a little more secure, or a little more secure in yourself. Even if you take a pay cut, it's like, I took a pay cut, but I'm working for myself. That kind of thing. This makes me feel strong and valuable. So this is a time, again, like I said, you could start a business. You could make some really magical progress with your money. And it's about reflecting on yourself, Aquarius. What are your talents? What are your skills? And what do you love to do? What are you at your best when you're doing it? Is it giving to others? Is it like psychoanalysis? Is it art? What do you do? Invest in yourself. Invest in your talents. Some of you may invest also in new clothes, new programs, new like courses or gadgets to get where you want to go. This is also a good time to do that. Just don't go overboard. Like, you don't need to buy all the expensive equipment, let's say for the YouTube channel, until you've actually got some content written down and like, okay, these are all the videos I would film, or I'm going to buy this domain now that I have all this blog content written out for it. You know what I'm saying? So don't put the cart before the horse. Be smart about the way you invest in yourself. Invest in yourself as a human being before you start investing in objects and experiences, if that makes sense. So it's about self-worth, feeling secure, confident, self-possessed. More about self-possession than actual physical possessions, okay, Aquarius? And I know you know all about that. You're the rebel with a cause. I'm not worried about you being overly materialistic or anything like that. It's just that this month, like, it's time. It's time to step into your power. It's time to invest in yourself and feel more secure and build yourself a platform that you can really rocket off of with amazing results. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great month for you. I really appreciate you joining me, Aquarius. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know what you thought. I would love to hear from you in the comments or on social media. I've linked all that stuff below. And if you want more of this, you can check out my blog, writteninthestars.co, where you can see daily tarot readings, weekly horoscopes, and I'll also link your monthly tarot reading here. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks so much, Aquarius. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I hope to see you in March. Bye-bye!